name is James Kahonge. I work for the Nation Media Group. It's one of the largest media houses in East and Central Africa.
I'm Lumise Umarji. I'm a climate reporter from News 24. It's the biggest news site in South Africa.
I'm here for training on climate reporting. It's an opportunity for me to learn in terms of telling compelling stories and to interact with stakeholders within the climate conversation.
This training program is a good opportunity to prepare for COP27 and learn lessons from scientists and fellow African journalists to understand the challenges that they're facing and the stories they're pursuing to inspire each other. My main takeaway from the last 2 weeks in Denmark is just how united everyone is in tackling the climate crisis. We saw amazing solutions here. Different stakeholders in society had to get together and agree. Government, business, civil society and academia.
This has definitely changed how I look at covering climate. My perspective has been broadened, both from the the different places that we've visited, the different people we've interacted with, but also the journalists here looking at it from an African perspective. I'm better equipped now going forward.
I think I've been made aware of different voices to reach out to. NGOs are particularly important. I'm used to just talking to business and governments. I think I want to zone in on the loss and damage debate. It's going to be a massive story for Africa and other developing countries to pursue it.
This has been about Denmark and what they are doing and the different solutions they have. Now we'll be able to look at Africa, interacting with African professionals and what they are doing and what the continent should be on the lookout for.
Now we are in Arusha for a week, where we'll be meeting with African climate activists and find out how to apply constructive journalism in our reporting. We'll also get more insights into science journalism and work together with climate researchers from across Africa. The whole idea is to pave the way for more evidence-based climate stories in our media.
We're used to telling the story not just about climate change, but about Africa, very doom and gloom. So I'm hoping that the week in Arusha will be able to help me write stories from an African perspective and write more hopeful stories, solutions-focused stories for the challenges that we are facing. We've just finished 5 days in Arusha, where we got to connect with African researchers who are looking at amazing innovations to respond to climate impacts.
For the first time, I had an opportunity to sit down with researchers and talk.
Going forward, we're getting ready to go to COP27 in Egypt. We have a long bus ride and flight ahead of us.
I can't wait to see where this training takes me.
Let's stop COP27!
We've reached Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt for COP27. We're really excited to tell African stories. We believe this is an African COP and we want to write about what Africa gets out of this conference. Come along with us. It's day 22 of the reporting from the African Frontline program and also our last day at COP27.
Coming here to COP27 has been an amazing experience for me. I've learned a lot of stuff in terms of how to engage scientists and researchers. Also got to meet different people with different climate change experiences from across Africa and across the world.
It's been a privilege and honor to report on the COP negotiations, especially on the issue of loss and damage. After 30 years in the making, it looks like an agreement will finally be made in favor of the developing nations and thereby Africa.
We're leaving, but we're still going to continue reporting because the climate conversation continues.
I'll keep track of what's happening here in terms of the pledges and commitments that might be met.
Considering everything that we've learned from the introduction to climate science in Copenhagen and learning how to incorporate that in our reporting, to learning how to tell more local stories in Arusha by connecting with African scientists, these are lessons that are going to continue to enhance our reporting going forward.